just because he was the only one in the class who didn't get into college. His girlfriend broke up with him. At the graduation party, everyone was happy, but he was the only one feeling down. On his way home, he saw a job ad on the roadside. He decided to determine his future by spitting out chewing gum. In front of him was a recruitment poster from the Forestry Bureau, featuring a smiling woman. It was this warm smiling woman who gave him a new direction in life. The next day, without hesitation, Pinji boarded a train to the mountain village. However, as soon as he arrived, he realized how remote this place was. There was no phone signal, and the only train to the city left every 6 hours. Not to mention, there were insects flying everywhere in the air. Everything about the countryside made Pinji feel uneasy. To make matters worse, his phone fell into a raincoat on the platform. He stomped his feet angrily on the platform. Just then someone from the Forestry Bureau arrived to pick him up. After arriving at the training base, the staff introduced the program, saying that they would train for a month. After a month, they would take an exam for a professional qualification, and only then could they officially become lumberjacks. After the introduction, there was a QA session. Pinji was the first to raise his hand. He held up the recruitment poster and asked where the woman in the picture was. The man replied that the photo was for reference only. Pinji felt deceived, and once again he had no direction in life. So during the training, his attitude was very indifferent. The experienced lumberjack instructor demonstrated how to saw trees, while Pinji chewed gum and chatted beside him. This disrespectful attitude finally angered the instructor. Then in front of everyone, the instructor demonstrated the recoil of a chainsaw when used incorrectly. Pinji was scared and stumbled backward. That night Pinji decided to escape. As he worried about the long journey ahead, a woman on a motorcycle gave him a ride. She dropped him off at the station. When the woman took off her helmet, Pinji saw her face clearly. It was the woman from the recruitment poster. The Forestry Bureau's job ad hadn't lied. Seeing Pinji's frivolous attitude, the woman's face showed disappointment. Pinji hesitated at the station for a long time, but in the end he decided to stay. He wanted to prove to himself that he could handle this job. In the pitch black night, he walked step by step toward the training base. Finally, in the early morning, he returned to the base. A month later, Pinji successfully passed the qualification exam. They were allowed to choose their work location for a year-long internship. All the other trainees chose villages close to the city, but Pinji chose the village where the woman lived, Shinshu village. What he didn't expect was that the lumberjack instructor who had scolded him, Yushi, was also from Shinshu village. On the way to Shinshu village, Yushi drove roughly, and Pinji was thrown around in the car, questioning his life. After 3 hours of bumps, Pinji finally arrived at Shinshu village. He visited the village head's house. However, just after greeting, an urgent task came up. A road on the mountain was